Oh my god, I just have to say, first of all, I'm so sorry that this video is so late because I was on vacation when Fenty Beauty launched. I also hated doing the pre-filmed videos, even though I did want you to have like videos while I was on vacation. I just felt so like out of touch with the videos that were coming out. So I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but yeah. So we're here to talk about Fenty Beauty, of course, as you might have seen. And again, I'm sorry I'm so late. I don't know if anybody still cares because it's been talked to death. But I've heard very mixed reviews, so I just wanted to try it out for myself. And maybe some of you guys would like to know my opinion. I don't know. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell button so that you know every single time I upload, because otherwise you just won't. I did get, of course, the foundation, and I have 3 Match Stix, 1 matte and 2 shimmer, and 1 duo powder highlighter. So this is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. You probably heard of this because of so many things. First of all, it's Rihanna. It has 40 shades, which is unheard of, but I heard she said that she was gonna bring out even more shades for the darker skin tones. And I got shade 110. I hope this is the right shade. I feel like from the swatches, this was the closest to me. There's a shade 100, which is even lighter. I felt like that was too light for me. It's just really pretty, and it says to shake well, so that's what we're gonna do. This is my 2-week tan. I believe this is the right shade if it doesn't oxidize. So I debated on whether to get the primer or not. I ended up not getting it because people were so curious about the foundation. I wanted to test it on its own so that I can actually evaluate the foundation and not the foundation in combo with a primer. If I like the foundation, I might go back for the primer. And let's just see. So yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, to say the least. So a lot of people said that this was amazing, and that it was everything they've been waiting for. A lot of other people though said that it was drying and oily at the same time and chalky, and so we're here to test that out. And a soft matte is legit my favorite kind of finish because I love matte, but I also have dehydrated skin. So on first application, I can definitely see what people are talking about when they say it's drying. I kind of felt like a tightening effect, and it's not even set. I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but it is a teensy bit cakey. But honestly, I've worked with other foundations that ended up looking flawlessly and looked even more cakey when applied. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna go for a second layer. The coverage right now is, yeah, medium, so I believe we could build this up to full. I'm just gonna go the most pigmented areas. Of course, right now, all my areas are pigmented areas. So it doesn't oxidize a lot, which is great. I feel like I'm scaring you guys, I'm so pale. It does feel a little bit cakey on building it up. It isn't setting, so when I go like this, it kind of drags on a little bit. Isn't that cakey? As you can see. My blemishes look fairly non-patchy. Here's the part where it is a little bit more cakey, of course, as you know. But even then, this is the worst one. It takes a lot more work than the perfect foundation to work it in, but once you work it in, it kind of looks good, and I feel like it will look even better when I set it. Yeah, this is definitely not self-setting, and it's still a little transferable, which is fine with me. But at the same time, it does have a drying effect that I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see throughout the day if it gets uncomfortable. I hope it doesn't, but we'll see. First, before setting though, I'm gonna use one of the Match Stix, and this is the matte one, the lightest matte one, which is called Porcelain. And I just can't get over how cute the packaging is. This is how much product you have. This is gonna be, though, darker than the foundation, which is disappointing. I'm gonna use this under eye. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, at least under eyes. I'm gonna try to dab it onto my pimples as well. I usually tend to prefer liquid, pasty pimple concealers just because you can build them on easily, whereas when it's a stick, it kind of drags onto everything. And I rarely use stick under eye concealers. Yeah, I don't like this. It won't blend. It just is there. I can drag it out. So yeah, not a fan of the concealer. I set everything up with my By Terry Hydra Powder. Everything does feel a little bit tightening, a little bit drying, which is weird because the foundation doesn't set itself. Oh my god. But yeah, I was going into the shimmer sticks now. So first I'm gonna go into Chili Mango, which is this beautiful thing. It's a little bit shimmery, but like a blush shimmery, not a highlighter shimmery. So I was applying it to here. I don't know if you can see anything. There was a little bit here. But anyway, what I was saying is that it does apply rather nicely. It doesn't like wash away the coverage there, which I think is great. And honestly, I just love the color. I feel like this would be great for summer more than it would be for winter because of course it's like a cream product. Or for people who wear very low coverage foundation, I think this would be better than. So in my ideal world, I would not use this paired with this. I'd use this paired with like a lower coverage foundation that wasn't as powdery and stuff. But now I'm gonna apply it directly to the Beauty Blender. Oh, definitely prefer this method. Definitely gonna use this more in the summer than winter, but I like it. And now we're gonna go into the actual highlighter. This is Tripping. The other one was Chili Mango. This is Tripping. I think this is a little stiff for a highlighter to be on top on this type of foundation. I think for summer, if you're wearing almost nothing or like a low coverage thing, it would be better. It's still a very like orangey type of highlighter, which is unique and I don't have. And that's why I got this one. I don't hate it. I don't think it's a waste of money such as the concealer is. But I definitely think the idea of it is not as well executed in the product. I definitely love the color. It's like a goldeny, corally shade. Okay, it's like the second time this is happening. I don't know why my camera isn't recording, but I've just applied the highlighter. This is the highlighter I got. Again, I love the packaging. It is this cute. This is Mean Honey, and this is Hustler Baby. This one right here is Hustler Baby. It's beautiful. It's unlike anything I have in my collection, I think. It's like a goldeny, orangey things. I don't usually love gold highlighters, so the actually feature one I knew I wasn't gonna like, but this one looks beautiful. Mean Honey, I can't even swatch. There's no pigment coming out. It's like a satiny setting powder, basically. But the other one is very, very pigmented, and it looks like this. The foundation right now is a cakey mess. I'm gonna come up close, but it's turned so cakey so fast. I can't even. So I don't regret buying this just for this part of the highlighter. Look at this mess. But also, I just wanted to, because the camera was off when I was applying the highlighter, I'm gonna just, into this one cute little thing, I'm just gonna apply here a little so you can see that it is very powerful on a like one swipe kind of thing. I try to be a subtle highlighter kind of person. Every once in a while, it gets to me. Let's check that. Woo! Okay. I will see you by the end of the day, which will be like 6 to 8 hours from now. I gotta be honest, this does not look great. I have no words. So when I applied the foundation, it felt a little bit cakey and kind of tightening right away. When I did look myself in the mirror, it didn't look that bad right after. But then it's just, guys, I don't know. It looks really bad, and I'm gonna come up close. But firstly, I just want to mention that there's a lot of oil going on. So when I first applied it, it was very tightening. It didn't self-set. It wasn't totally matte. So the soft matte kind of description kind of fits as a finish. But at the same time, it was so drying that type of dryness usually comes from a very, very matte kind of foundation, which is weird. So I set it with a powder. It set and became non-transferable, but it was really uncomfortable for the first hour or so. And then all hell broke loose because I'm oilier than I've ever been, I think, with any of the foundations that I have ever tested since I began this series. I have tested so many, and even, for example, the Double Wear and the YSL, which weren't really matte, they were like satin finishes, and they weren't as oily as this one is. Look, guys, I really wanted to love this. You guys know that I'm not like usually a bashing person. I try to stay pretty positive about everything, even when stuff is a little bit cakey. But this was never good. It wasn't good at first application. It only got worse and worse and worse. It makes my pores look like they're out of this world. I've never quite seen anything like it. I was just talking to a friend about like why there are so many positive reviews about this. There are a few reasons why this might have good reviews on other people. Of course, every product reacts differently to every skin type, but it's quite puzzling to me that there are being so many glowing reviews about it. So here's a few things that may be happening. If the person reviewing has like a darker skin tone, then I explained this before and this might be happening here as well. You know, like the paler the shade, the patchier and cakier it's gonna be. And if you compare it to like lipsticks, if you wear like a true red or a true pink, it's gonna probably look, you know, nice formula, flawless. But if there is like a pastely pink, a pastely coral or something like that, it's gonna look a lot more cakey and it's gonna look streaky and it's gonna take a little bit more effort to apply. And that the same concept applies to foundations. And I've seen that throughout a lot of foundations that I use, and my sister uses the same. And she uses like 2 or 3 shades above me. And on her it looks flawless and on me it looks cakey AF. There might be a slight kind of difference in formulation when it comes to shades because that's just the way it is. Pigments react differently, and as much as a brand tries to kind of even out things between the shades, sometimes it can get a little kooky, and that might be what's happening. Another thing is that, of course, as you know, and I'm always disclosing this, my skin is very, very complex. It's patchy, it has acne, I am undergoing a lot of acne treatments, so it's gonna be like blotchy and dehydrated, so dehydrated, and at the same time, because it's acne prone, it's gonna be a little oily. So I have that going on for me, but still, this is an astonishingly bad foundation for my skin type. So honestly, yes, while I do believe some people might be getting along with it, I also believe some reviews might be a little more exaggerated because it's Rihanna and because she's really cool. I maintain that I still like the Shimmer Stix a lot. Again, the color is all there, and I think these would be excellent for summer. The glow is still there, even though most of this glow is almost oil. So I think I've covered it all. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell button to know every single time I'm uploading. Let me know down below in the comments if you got anything from Fenty Beauty, if you have the foundation, and what you think about it, because honestly, I'll see you in the next one.